What's going on, motherfuckers? Welcome to the Crocs and Hot Pockets show. Today is Sunday, May 6, 2018, and this is episode number 61. This episode is a free-for-all, and I'm joined by Salty Sam, Middle-Aged Stream, and Mr. 42. Salty, how are you?
Doing well.
Middle-Aged Stream, what's cracking?
Super. Wait, what?
Next, 42, what's crack-a-lackin'?
Wait, who says that?
We all do. We're a big
Yeah.
old family here.
You threw me with the what's cracking.
What's... Oh.
My
this-
bones, motherfucker. Damn.
I'm old
These
as
nuts.
fuck!
These knuckles are. Sorry.
We're going to get to these guys in just a hot second. If you guys want to help support the show, ask a question, ask for advice, or give us any kind of feedback at all, feel free to leave a review for the podcast on iTunes, or you can send me an email at crocs@knackers.com. One quick note, there will be Crocs and Hot Pockets merch that is going to be hitting the Design by Human store soon. There's going to be shirts, hoodies, mugs, and stickers. Those will be coming out most likely in the next month or so. So if you guys are interested in that, keep an eye on Discord and keep an eye on Twitter. And that, just a quick reminder, if any of you guys have any merch right now and you're not camera shy, remember I have a page on my website that shows people with their merch, whether it's the Bozo shirt or the mug or what the fuck have you. Shoot a picture of yourself in the mirror, clothes on preferably, and shoot it over to me. I'll throw it up on the website. And it's always dope to see motherfuckers with creepy clown merch. Gotta say, it makes me realize what kind of people you are. Creepy ass psychopaths.
People that don't give a fuck.
This is true. All right. First and foremost, let's go around the room. Take a look at everybody, what they're wearing, what they're drinking, how they're doing, where they are at on the internet. So, Salty Sam, what's crack-a-lackin'?
I am Salty Sam. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Salty Sam and Instagram Salty All Day.
My name is Jimmy, aka Middle-Aged Stream. You can find me on Twitch and Instagram at Middle-Aged Stream. Middle-Age Stream on Twitter. Because fuck character limits.
That's right.
I'm Mr. 42, and I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitch at Mr. 42, and also on Twitter at Mr. 42 TV.
Hello, everybody. My name is Knackers. I currently beat Matt Weenie every single time we go bowling. You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Knackers with 3 A's, or on this very channel in case you want to see a shit show stream. So what the fuck are we drinking tonight?
I'm actually drinking what I assume to be relatively old, but still okay. Flying Dog Blood Orange Ales. And then, if I can ever get it out of the fucking case, this guy.
Ooh.
Oh.
Brewed right in Frederick, Maryland. So, a couple hours away from my house. And then, blue
Of course.
bullets for later.
What was
Yeah.
that? Was
You
that a
know
box? of some- Oh.
Yeah.
Why did that look so weird? Oh, TwitchCon koozie. Hey, did I give you a fanny pack with that goodies? With those
Yeah,
goodies as well?
It's right up here on the shelf.
What do you have inside of it?
Probably nothing.
Why did I
don't-
give you the
I don't
fanny
go out
pack?
and do things that much. I'm gonna be that dad one day who's like at King's Dominion with like all his shit in a fanny pack, not giving a fuck about these.
When you mow the
Hip
lawn,
youngsters.
I want you wearing the fanny pack. When you go to work, I want you wearing the fanny pack. When you are fucking in the sheets, I want you wearing that goddamn fanny pack, okay? I want you to cut a hole through that motherfucker, find your pecker, poke it through, get a cock ring, maybe some confetti, and some gummy worms, make it a package.
Okay,
Wow.
Thank you.
very
Good
graphic.
start. I'm drinking a Jester King Saison Americaine. It is a farmhouse style beer. The light's kind of messing it up, but it is freaking good, man. It is. I'm actually kind of sad that I've already drank half of it, but
You introduced me to Saisons.
oh yeah, dude, they're nice because it's kind of a mix between like an ale and a sour almost, because it's unfiltered, and they ferment this everything naturally and stuff. It's good.
I'm rocking a Granville Island raspberry ale.
Ooh. Well, that
Pretty
sounds
fucking
yummy.
delicious. They have a summer pack they always come out with this time of year, and I always grab a pack of it. It's so good. So it's a local. I think it's from BC, somewhere in BC.
Okay. Because I'm a fruity guy and I like my beers just as fruity, I love when I order a beer and it gets dropped off at the table and the head of the beer is like a dark pink or like a dark red. I'm like, oh yeah, this shit's gonna be good. And that was today. I don't remember the name of the beer, but it was a raspberry sour, and it was super fucking good. So, can you hold your beer up? Was it like a dark red?
Yeah, it's got a bit of a red to it.
That shit is menstrual, bro. So good.
Drink it all day.
All day.
That's the first time I think I've ever heard a beer described as menstrual. But hey,
I mean, that could be good, could be bad, right? Depending on what you're into. Dude, this is gonna be bad. This beer is a bad idea.
The best podcast
ever. So right before the show today, Matt Weenie and myself met up with Filer, who's in chat right now. He is from Wisconsin. He was in Michigan for a wedding, and he's like, "Yo, holy fuck, my the lamp,
Wow.
the lamp fell, Hold on, oh god." Okay, we're good. Fun fact, both of these lamps that I bought from Target are duct taped to my quadruple monitor mount, and that is currently how they're being held up. And without this fourth monitor, there's quite the lack of stability in structure. So this lamp might fall a couple times this episode. So we met up with Filer, we went bowling, and then we went out to eat, and he brought me some local beer that's only legally allowed to be brewed in Wisconsin. He was telling us a story about how there was a couple guys that would go into Wisconsin, buy this particular beer, go back to their state and sell it in their bar, and they got fucking sued by the company.
Oh my god.
Apparently the company does not want their beer sold outside of Wisconsin. So I'm drinking some illegal beer at the moment. It is by the brewery is New Glarus Brewing Company, and I am drinking a lager called Two Women, my favorite kind of Sunday night. And I think it's not fruity. It's definitely just a straight up lager. It has a label like it would be fruity, but it's not. So I got a two women, and then for Monday morning I have 4 dudes. No, this is this is called Spotted Cow. I don't know what kind of beer this is either. Yeah, even on their label it says only in Wisconsin. Pretty dope beer. Also gave us some cheese curds, some garlic cheese curds, some, I'm not sure of the other cheese curds, and then some Gouda. And I think this is the first kind of cheese curds that I've had that genuinely squeak when you eat them, like squeak on your teeth. I think that's a Wisconsin special thing, but the entire time you're chewing on this curd, it's squeaking in your mouth. It's hilarious.
You're gonna
And
make
also,
some fucking poutine, man.
I'm thinking about it. My only fear is the last time I made poutine at home, my heart hurt. Like I was having chest pains because it was fries, gravy, bacon, sausage, and cheese. And I ate a shit ton of it. And then for the rest of the night, it felt like a chihuahua was sitting on my chest. Not like a whole lot of weight, but just a little bit more weight than I'm used to.
30% femoral blockage.
Yeah, it didn't feel great. And actually, when we all got poutine, when you were last in town, Jimmy, that was the first time I had it in quite some time because I had been afraid to eat it because I thought my heart was gonna fucking explode.
Gonna fucking kill me, bro.
We're gonna have to have some more of that when I come back. Because
hands down. We're going back. Yeah.
So
How
you
cool
can
is it
yell
that-
at people on the side of the road again.
Hey, they were giving us the stare down, man. We had to assert dominance. All right, we had to assert our dominance as we were sipping our bubble tea.
Wait, it wasn't the cookie guy was in the
Yeah.
sedan, right? And then
Yeah.
the John Cena wannabe was in his pickup truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, the delivery.
What are you
cookie
looking
guy.
at?
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
I've never seen like Jimmy was so intimidating but relaxed at the same time. Jimmy's just like, the fuck are you looking at, man? Good times. Bunch of dudes sitting on a patio in fucking Ann Arbor, Michigan, sipping on fucking slushies, trying to be hard, yelling at people driving by.
Under the tent of a poutine plate.
Yo, we play
man.
games. What the fuck's up, bro?
Yo, I got
Delivering
fucking
cookies
high
on a
scoring
Friday.
skee-ball.
That man did not want to be delivering cookies whatsoever.
No.
All right. What have we been up to lately, guys?
I actually haven't. For the first time, I can honestly say I've been doing shit. I took this past week during the work week, Monday through Friday. I was off. I worked Friday night and last night on overtime, but I pretty much all week I just sat in my house and fucked off. It was pretty awesome. I mowed the grass first day. I got like all my chores out of the way day one, and then spent, because last week, I don't know about y'all, but it was fucking like 85, sunny all week long, beautiful weather. And then I burned a shitload of the fucking wood from those trees. And then I fucking go to work Friday night. I jump in my truck. It's 92 degrees according to my truck. I turn the fucking air conditioning on, and that shit is fucking dead.
Oh God.
It is 92 fucking degrees, and it is dead as a fucking doornail. And come to find out, that's like anybody who's got a 2013 through pretty much current. I think 2017, 2018 was the last I'd seen one person that had to get it done. Your air conditioning condenser in a 5.3 liter V8 is going to break. It's the same. I literally 20 fucking cases of people posting on Reddit with the exact same leak in the same spot
Oh God.
on different trucks like Tahoes, Yukons, Silverados, anything GM. You're fucked. So I got a new one of those coming tomorrow. So I got to recharge I got to do that, pull all that apart. I was going to stream tomorrow and keep rolling. I'm getting into the last section of Far Cry 5. We just finished off the second region. I've been streaming these past couple weeks more regularly than normal.
Can I
at
interrupt you for just one quick second? How the hell are you that far in the game?
I've
You're
got
about to
like,
finish the second section?
I just do missions.
Oh, you haven't done any of the side quests?
On stream, I pretty much just do missions. So like I just do XP based shit so that I can get to the boss and fucking kill him.
I got you. Okay.
I typically with these type of games, because of the regional aspect, if anybody's played Wildlands, you know that if you haven't completed the missions in a certain area, there's enemies fucking everywhere.
Oh, is
You
that how
can't
it is?
turn around and fucking
Mhm.
take a shit without enemies being everywhere. So once you clear an area of the map, they're not enemies anymore. They're friends. So there's less of a danger of just fucking off and, going hunting or fishing.
Mhm.
First time I went fishing on stream, I literally got mowed down like 3 fucking times because patrol boats were just like going through the fucking water and coming by and just 50 cal me in the fucking face.
That guy's fishing. Fuck him up.
Fuck him. You know that's undersized, you motherfucker. So I've been working on that. But now this is assuming I can actually get the fucking part. These dickheads said it would be in yesterday. It didn't come in. Because so many of these fucking trucks have this problem. They're sold out almost everywhere. Like finding this condenser was either go with a third party option off the fucking Amazon or eBay or something, which would be way cheaper, but probably break. Or I had to wait like 3 days, which sucks. But if I get it before noon tomorrow, then I'll be able to pull the old one out and fix it. It only takes like 2.5 hours. It costs like $200.
Not too bad.
It would be cheaper if I bought the shitty fucking condenser, but I didn't want to buy either one of the $99 option that's going to break in 6 months or the same GM one that's still fucked up in 2018 trucks.
Right, yeah, because you're just going to run into the same issue again.
Right. I mean, this truck's only fucking 4 years old. It's got 53,000 miles on it. And I already have a blown AC compressor, so I'm pretty pissed about that. But it's out of warranty, so I'm fucked. Other than that, as far as games, like I said, I played Far Cry 5. I played Ark for like 10 minutes. I set up another Ark server for other people to play on, and then immediately got into Far Cry 5. So I don't want to, other than I have not played a single mission off stream in the game. And
How many hours do you think you're into it?
I think I have 20 something hours, 22 probably, something like that.
Okay.
But probably 3 hours of that was the other day. I was just like, I just want to fucking play the game. I don't even care if I don't do any missions. So I literally just flew around the map, like uncovering the spots.
Oh, okay.
And hunting to make money. So like you kill animals, you sell their skins, you make money. So I spent like 3 hours just killing everything I could get my fucking hands on, and then selling it and buying all the fucking options for the guns that I wanted. And like I bought helicopters and boats and shit.
How is map size compared to Wildlands?
Well, compared to like Primal and Far Cry 4, it's probably about the same as Wildlands.
Okay.
It might be, I don't know. It's probably 5K across, something like that. I think the last one going from end, or in Wildlands going from end to end, was about 5K, 4.5K.
Okay.
So it's a pretty solid map size.
Okay.
But the thing is there's not a lot of crossover. The thing I liked about Primal is that you would visit the same places over and over. Like you would cross through different regions all the time, whereas this, you can stay in one region, do the entire fucking thing, and then go to the next one. Do the whole fucking thing. So, but I'm loving it. The game is fucking beautiful. The mechanics are amazing. You do get a little OP if you want to spend the time early game to get the guns. And just, I mean, you can fucking take a bow and arrow and kill a moose or a fucking buffalo.
Wow.
Or a fucking...
Wow.
Disgrace.
They're worth the most. Them and buffalo are worth the most. So I just kill like fucking a herd of buffaloes. Just sell it all.
Is there a lot of wildlife hunting in Far Cry?
Yes.
5?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You constantly are faced with wildlife. When you get in some of the missions, that's part of the fucking mission, is you're dodging that shit while you're trying to hunt somebody down or take over a village or whatever. A fucking mountain lion come out and maul your ass to death, or a bear. Like, it happened.
Cheeseburger!
There's a clip on my channel, at least one. It happened last stream too, but I don't think anybody clipped it. And I am not going back because I'm lazy. And but these fucking bears will sneak up on your fucking ass. And I've been like shit scared out of me twice, at least 2 times, by bears sneaking up on me, where one was in a tunnel and the other one was just like I was standing in the backyard of a house and it just fucking all of a sudden I just get mauled by a fucking bear. So carry big guns. But that's about it. I mean, just working. I bought a bunch of new appliances for my kitchen. So that's why I'm working so much. So I had already planned on taking this week off, and it kind of worked out because I took my 2 night shifts off, worked 2 night shifts on another watch, all for overtime. It didn't work at all the rest of the week. So this will be I think my next time off isn't until like September.
Okay.
I'm taking the entire month of September off.
Ooh.
Damn. Oh, that's right, because you got your vacation up in there as well, too, don't you?
That's the first week.
Okay. Yeah,
so the
starting
first week
off right.
of September, or the second week of September is when I go on vacation. So I'm going to have a week leading up, a week at the beach, and then 2 weeks at home. It's going to be fucking great. I haven't taken that much time off in a row since probably like 2009, 10.
Oh my God.
I
Hmm.
never take that much time off. So it's gonna be great.
Well, good. You deserve it,
probably
man.
gonna be fucking working overtime the whole time. I have some plans for the future, and they cost a lot of money. And then shit like this truck crap happens.
Yep.
Hmm.
So right now I've got another $200 or $300 to go in overtime money to pay off the appliances because we already had some money saved from our wedding, and then I'm gonna sell some of the appliances to make some cash back. And then we bought my son like a big ass playground thing. It costs like fucking grand.
Those things are so. We were talking about that on another episode. How goddamn expensive those things are.
It's gonna take me 6.5 hours to build this thing.
Oh
That's recommended. Like that's the instruction book time.
God.
6.5 hours. So it's gonna be a clusterfuck. But I got to pay that off. So I got at least a few more days of overtime before I can get to what I actually want to buy. I've been and then of course I fucking get this idea in my head. I'm gonna work this overtime. I'm gonna buy this thing, and then all this other shit happens. I go on the fucking website to I'm just gonna say fuck it and order it because these things. It's not like you're gonna get it tomorrow. I want to buy a Echo. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, you want to buy something? Tell me. I'll order it for you. 2-day shipping.
You want to spend your money?
Next time I turn my phone on, that motherfucker's gonna be right on my front. So I want to get a Inventables 1000 millimeter by 1000 millimeter CNC router. So it's a CNC machine. You just put a like you have to get the specific routers for whichever. This one's a DeWalt router. Oh God.
You're okay. Keep going. You're okay.
We're
You're
good.
You're good.
Yeah.
I need to just always have Discord information. I just spiked to like 250 ping. And that happened 2 seconds after I unplugged the fucking dot.
Really?
I unplugged the dot and then my fucking ping spiked to 250. Anyway, so I want to get this fucking CNC router and get it hooked up, but it can do 3-axis. It can do 3-axis carvings in wood up to I think 4 inches
Ooh.
thick.
4
So,
inches thick?
yeah,
Holy
So,
fuck.
like- big shit. Like I could do a fucking mailbox post if I wanted to.
You could do a fanny pack coat hanger out of that thing.
This is true. You can do like there's a shitload of videos for anybody who's ever been interested in CNC routing or CNC machines in general. I mean, these things you can do plastic, acrylics, you can do wood. Obviously, I think if you get the right adapters and shit, you can do glass etching. Although I'm not interested in that whatsoever. If I'm going to use anything with etching, it'll be on plastic and acrylics because they'll last forever and they look a shitload better. But they're like, I think the kit I'm looking at is somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,600.
Damn.
That's
Worth it.
everything plug and play. Well, put together plug and play. I mean, this thing's fucking huge. I don't even know where the hell I'm going to put it, but it would be amazing. I was talking to Knackers about this not too long ago, and it would be amazing to just to do sign work for people.
Yep.
Like, imagine being able to take your logos that you use online, or even like emotes that you use online, Kappa emotes or y'all's emotes, and be able to actually route that into a fucking sign that's 3 foot wide by 3 foot wide.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Stick it on the
Right
fucking
fucking
wall.
back there.
So that's my plan. I just dipping my toe in it at second because I don't have any fucking money left. I spent way too much money. It's like 3 weeks.
Yeah, you've gotten a little screwed. Just a tiny bit.
I mean, it's all my fault. I didn't have to buy a fucking play set.
Or-
I didn't have to buy new appliances for my house. But it is what it is. I can't complain. I'm the reason that they are as shitty as they are is because when I moved in this house, basically whoever owned it before just tore this motherfucker down.
Right.
So the bank came in and got the cheapest shit they could find and stuck it in the house to make it livable. And I just never gave a fuck because
Single dude.
single dude with no kids when I moved in here. So
Yeah.
we're sprucing the place up.
And those things, it's A, adds value to the house in case of selling, and B, most likely things you probably won't have to buy again for another 5 to 10 years. So
Minimum. I mean, the shit that I have bought since I've been here, I still have, and I've been here 6 years. So I don't plan on getting rid of nothing. In fact, depending on how much I like these appliances, they might come with me if I sell this fucking house.
right.
So we'll see. But that's it for me. A lot of busy shit up here, but not anywhere else.
Hey, it's how it's got to be sometimes.
That's right.
Cool. Well, I started spring football practice last week, so I wasn't getting home till about almost 7:00 every day. Some long days, about 12-hour days, Monday through Thursday. So I mean, it's not too bad. It pretty much, the first week's the hardest week because you're in school all day, you teach all day, then you got that, and it's 4 full days of practice. But next week it's only 3. The week after that it's only 3. The week after that it's only 2. Well, and then the spring game. So really 3 days, long days here on out for the next 3 weeks. And then the 4th week is the last week of school. So I pretty much got 4 weeks left, and then I will be on summer vacation, and I'm super excited. I'm ready to do some fun stuff this summer. I am starting to, now that I got the new PC built, my next focus or my next upgrade, I think, is going to be on a new microphone. I've had this AT2035 now for about 2 years, a little over 2 years, and it's been great, but I think I've pretty much tapped its potential, like I don't think I can do that much more. And I've also want to start looking at dynamic mics, heard a lot of good things about the Electro Voice RE20, but I'm kind of in the market for suggestions. So if you guys know any that you want me to take a look at, let me know.
I would. So there's, like, in my research, when you start getting into the super high-end microphones, it definitely comes down to what kind of voice do you have and matching that voice and your vocal pattern to a microphone. So obviously when you get to a certain point, it's either the Shure SM7B or there's another super expensive microphone. You get into the Sennheiser shotgun microphones, and then of course you've got the EV RE20 and the RE320. And most of the time, I would say 80% of the time, people just get the Shure SM7B because that's what everybody has and everybody knows it sounds good. But for me, I just knew it probably wasn't going to be the best fit. If you find yourself talking high pitch and, with a lot of, like, for me, I talk with a lot of force. And having a microphone that really shines in the low end wasn't going to be beneficial for me. So between the Shure SM7B, the RE20, and the RE320, I don't think you can go wrong with any of them. There's the mic that Weenie had is also a dynamic microphone. That's the Rode Procaster, or the Rode Procaster Pro, one of the two, and that's, I think, a $200 to $250 microphone, and that's a really great mic as well. But yeah, it all comes down to how you speak on the most consistent basis, and what you kind of want to get out of a microphone, because it all depends on your voice. You could have the best audio setup in the world, but if you've got not that great of a voice for the microphone that you got, it's not going to sound great.
Yeah. Well, so I got that kicking. I bought tickets. They just went on sale for Solo, Star Wars Story, went on sale on May the 4th for Star Wars Day. So I have tickets for opening night. I'm going with my wife and then a couple of our friends. And then I also got tickets for that Saturday afternoon show so we can take our son and some of the rest of the family. But the opening night just got 5 tickets, and then for Saturday I got 10 tickets. So yeah, we'll be doing some Star Wars fun times here in a couple weeks.
I've got a Dr. Disrespect transparency question for you. Does your son know that you see the movie without him first?
No. He will not know that we are. And the truth is, we just don't want to. It's a school night when it comes out. The last time, for The Last Jedi, he went with us, but we both had the next day off. Like I let him stay home from school, So we don't want to hurt his feelings.
Right.
We're gonna pretend like we hadn't seen it yet, But yeah,
we ain't waiting around for this shit.
Well, it's kind of like a thing. Like for every Star Wars movie that's come out, this will be the 4th Star Wars movie that has come out in the last 3 years. And I've been there opening night, and it was just like, I asked my wife, like, how do we want to do this? And I said, well, what if I just get a few tickets for opening night, and then we'll get another round of tickets, take the rest of the family on Saturday? And she was like, that's a great idea. So that's what we're going to do.
Listen, child, just because I made you doesn't mean I have to wait for you. I do shit on my time.
But he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
He's so clocked into the movie. It's not like he's looking to you for your first reactions.
Yeah.
You know that day is gonna come where he's gonna be like, "Daddy, seems like you've seen this before. Why is that?"
I mean, I think in another couple of years it won't be an issue anyway because he'll be a little older and whatever.
Right.
But
right
now, we'll let him wait. So. What else? Been making vacation plans. Well, we already have vacations. So obviously I'm going to Michigan next month. I can't believe it's already freaking here. So I'm excited about that. And then the month after that, we are flying to Los Angeles. I'll be seeing Oz for several days, my little sister. We're going to go hit up Disneyland and go do a few other things out in LA. And then we're flying from LA to Hawaii. And then we'll be in Maui for a week. And, yeah.
Better hope that fucking volcano calms the fuck down.
Oh, it's on another island. It's all good.
Lava ocean, brother.
It's all good. I'll just jump in the ocean, man. The lava can't get me there because the ocean's cool water.
Haven't you ever seen Dante's Peak, dude?
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan's friends get his legs melted off.
So we're just kind of trying to make a few plans of things we want to do while we're there and whatnot. But I'm actually really glad my wife's like this and our family's like this. We don't make a lot of plans during vacation. Like we just kind of pick a couple things we want to do, and then we just kind of just go with the flow the rest of the time. It's so much better. Like I know people that have to have like every part of every day, like like we're doing this, and this. I'm like, man, that's like work, man. Why don't you sleep in, enjoy your time off, I mean, shoot. So
yeah, I'm exactly the same way. Literally, when I go to the beach, I did it for 6 years in a row, and then I took 2 years off with my son, and we're going back to the same beach this year. I get down there, I do everything I have to do as far as shopping for food and any snacks and shit you need, and then I am a fucking vegetable for 7 days.
Last time we went to Maui 2 years ago, and we're going pretty much with the same group of people. We got off the plane, we got our bags, we got our rental cars, and then we met up at Costco, and we got like all the shit we need for the house and loaded it all up in the rental cars, and then we drove across the island. It was about 45 minutes from there to the house we're staying in. And I mean, shit. Once we parked those rental cars, like I went and I walked to the place. Lahaina is like the town that's like right next to us. Like I walked there, I rented a bicycle, like a ding ding, got a basket in front, and that was my wheels for the week. Like I didn't get back in that goddamn rental car, man. That was how I cruised around on a bicycle the whole time I was there, because everything's like bicycling distance for everywhere I needed to go. So
it's amazing out there.
Oh, I love it. What else? And then the last thing, so my old PC, which is still good PC, it's my 4790K with a 1070. I hooked it up to my 4K TV downstairs, and it's been fun because I didn't realize how awesome it was to have a freaking decent computer hooked up to a TV. You know, like it's awesome. And whoa. Sorry. I hooked it up, and I have an issue right now where I've got a wireless keyboard, and I don't really have any easy way to like put it on my lap and then my mouse to use, you know? So I'm starting to look into like trying to buy like a good like lap board to put the mouse on and the keyboard on, so I can sit there and veg out and play games and do whatever without having to, you know. Right now I'm using like a piece of cardboard, basically.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I need.
So-
Can somebody clip what Jimmy just said for me so I can save it for future?
What did I say?
sites? You just basically said how awesome it was to have a computer hooked up to a TV instead of a console.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
And how awesome it was for gaming and the living room.
I never had a computer hooked up to it. You know, it's
Yeah.
cool. It's cool. Yeah.
If you're aside from gaming, Logitech has a keyboard that is a wireless keyboard with a trackpad in the same unit.
I have
so-
that.
Oh,
I
you do?
I have
Okay.
the keyboard already. I have a wireless keyboard that has a trackpad. The problem is that's fine for just basic browse, but if you're gonna play a game, you don't want to be playing on a fucking trackpad.
No.
So I have a wireless mouse. That was the mouse I was using. I actually have a Corsair mouse I'm using now. Woo. Anyway,
Wait, is that new?
yeah. Yeah.
Which mouse did you get?
Oh, it's the cheap one. It's the Harpoon, but it's for me, it's great. I mean,
Awesome.
It's their little budget mouse, but it actually is really, really nice. Anyway, so I use my old Logitech MX Master. I just put it downstairs. Anyway, so I'm looking for that. I see. Wait, what? Corsair Lapdog in chat. I'll have to look this up. Okay, looks like Speed put it in there. I'm gonna favorite that because I'm gonna need to look that up. And then what else? I think that's pretty much it for non-gaming stuff. And then gaming has been Far Cry 5, which is why I interrupted Salty earlier, because I was wondering how the hell I started playing that like a week before you, and you're further along than I am, and I've probably got at least 30 something hours into that game. Easy. And then I jumped back into XCOM 2 again because I am masochist and I like to die a lot. And then I'm doing my retro streams on the weekend, and yesterday all I did for the entire stream was play Super Mario Brothers 3. Like the whole stream. And I made it all the way to about halfway through World 6. And then I'm playing it on my modded Super NES Classic. And in order to save state, you hit the reset button, right? And then it makes a save state that you can save. Well, I hit the reset button to save state it, and it didn't. And so like it wiped out like almost all my progress on World 6. So I just like rage quitted, and like I was like, all right, I'm fucking done. I've quit the stream. I was like, I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed.
You were sick of being C9 Jimmy?
What?
I said you were sick of being C9 Jimmy?
C9.
I came into your chat and said that yesterday.
What was that? What does that even mean?
I know he got so confused when I said it. It's just like it's a thing that people say because it's like a typical thing for C9 players to like be super clutch, and like they're like whoa, they just like do something really insane on a game.
Yeah.
And there was one point when you were playing it yesterday where you just like bounced off a few different things, like just like skilled it, and I was like, oh, C9 Jimmy, and then you were just like, what?
Okay, now I get it. I have
Like
some
Cloud
context.
9.
Yeah, Cloud9. Yeah.
Now, okay, that makes sense. No, I was doing pretty well actually. But when you lose like 6 levels of progress because you try and save state, I was like, God bless. All right, I love you guys. See you later.
Yep. Peace.
Yeah, peace. But that's it. That's it for me.
Non-gaming wise, I've literally only been watching hockey. I come home every single day from work and I just watch hockey. because I quite enjoy watching playoff hockey. I'm actually currently watching the San Jose Sharks game as we podcast right now, but
Who's
I'm doing my
winning?
best. Not San Jose, so I'm gonna start drinking more.
Is it still 1-0?
It's 2-0.
Gee,
My heart's breaking.
it's the last game for San Jose.
Spoilers. How do you know I didn't have this on DVR? Jeez, thanks. Thanks, guys.
It's a live sporting event. Can't expect spoiler alerts. It's not like you're paying to see it. Hockey's been great this year, though. I agree with 42. I've been watching a shitload. All the series just have been amazing.
Yeah, there hasn't been any series that have actually been really boring. I'm not if San Jose is going to be out tonight, I'm probably going to start doing what everybody in Canada is doing and cheering for the Winnipeg Jets, because why the fuck not?
They're still Canadian.
Winnipeg Wets.
So yeah, I'll still be watching a bunch of hockey. I just don't want. I'm sorry, Nip Nops, if you're listening, but I do not fucking want Pittsburgh to win.
Wouldn't that be 3 years in a row?
That would be 3 years in a row, and that would drive me fucking insane.
And I just need the fucking Caps to win a goddamn series against the fucking Pens for the first time in my fucking life.
Tomorrow it's happening.
20 years. It's been 20 fucking years since they beat the Penguins in a playoff series.
Would the Penguins winning 3 consecutive, would that be a record?
No, I think. Well, I mean, in this day and age, yes. I think back when there was like way less teams, it was, when there was like Detroit. I'm pretty sure Detroit at some point came
for the
close
modern
to
age.
that.
I seriously doubt it.
Is it the original 9? Original 7? Like the first of the.
I can't. It's either 6 or 8. I think it was. 6 or something, but yeah, I don't. It might not even have been back then too, but yeah, in this day and age, it's super tough to win 3 in a row. But that's the thing. It's not that I don't. I like Crosby because he's obviously a Canadian too, and I'm happy to see him be really successful since he's such a good player. But it's just for me, even if San Jose say to have won the Stanley Cup last year, I wouldn't want them to win again because I just think it's so boring when there's like 30 fucking 2 other teams and nobody can fucking beat these guys. Like, it would just drive me fucking nuts if Pittsburgh won again, because it's like, well, what are we watching hockey? Why are we going through the playoffs again then? Why don't we just give Pittsburgh the cup every year and we'll just carry on?
So
Canadian
Google research says that the Canadiens have won 5 in a row.
Oh, Jesus.
The Islanders have won 4 straight. And the Maple Leafs have gone 3 straight.
The Leafs?
Yeah. I mean, this is back in the 60s.
Yeah.
Oh, that don't count.
Yeah.
Everyone was high.
The Islanders was in the 80s, and I think the Canadiens were probably in the 70s or 80s too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
it didn't even wear helmets or.
On April 14th of 1960, they set the record for 5th year in a row.
Wow.
Jeez.
So there was fucking like 6 teams in the whole fucking league back then.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've been watching hockey pretty much every single day. It's been really, really nice out too. So like the one thing that I love about my house is that where my TV is, like where my couches and my TV are in my living room, my second floor balcony, where my barbecue is like right beside TV basically. Like there's a door right there to go outside to the balcony. So I just been like every day that I'm sitting at home, I just cook up something on the barbecue and watch hockey.
And you can hear it if you're just sitting there grilling. Oh, man, that's got to be great.
Yeah. There was a couple years ago when the Sharks went to the finals. My neighbors were a couple of smokers at the time. So they would always sit on the balcony. They could always just hear me because it was the same time of year, right? So I was always barbecuing and whatnot. And there was a couple times where I went out there and their kid was on the balcony and their kid was like, "We're cheering for the Sharks too now because we don't like the Penguins either." But, thank you.
Good child.
Yeah, other than hockey, been just going on a couple bike rides here and there because, like I said, the weather's been getting really nice. So trying to find a way to make it so I can get my bike farther, because right now I can't fit my bike in my car at all. So I can only really ride around my area, which is not bad because I still have access to a pretty big area that I can go biking. And there's actually like a really nice bike path that goes along the edge of town where I'm close to. So
get a fucking bike rack for your car, mate.
I could, but the only ones that I can get are those ones that you like strap on.
Yeah.
I cannot. I won't. I don't trust that. They
No,
look.
I got
so
one.
sketchy.
It works totally fine. I've mounted 3 bikes on one of those things before. It holds.
That just sketches me out.
Got mine off Amazon for 20 or 30 bucks. It's a dual bike rack. It's got so it hooks on where your rear windshield glass meets your trunk. There's 2 hooks that go there, and then there's 2 hooks that go underneath your car, and then there's 2 hooks that go on the sides of the trunk.
Yeah.
And you just tighten the dude. I've grabbed that thing and shook it with bikes on. It doesn't go anywhere. It's good.
Yeah, and I haven't looked to see how some of those ones work. I assume they were just completely like just tight and strapped on somehow, and I didn't realize a lot of them were used with hooks, but
yeah, they're like they're metal hooks that are covered in rubber. So they're like rubber hooks but have metal bases. And as soon as you tighten the strap, it doesn't come loose until you grab the buckle and twist it, and then it comes loose. But yeah, I've hit the highway with that thing going 70 miles an hour because I don't speed. It's gone plenty fast and it hasn't gone anywhere.
Yeah, I'll definitely think about it. My main goal right now too is to just get a bigger vehicle because I definitely need one. So
for all the girls you got in the back seat, Mr. Accountant.
You want to hear a funny story? So
yes!
I'm on dating apps, and yesterday I matched up with a girl, and the first thing she says to me is, "If I told you I worked for UPS, would you let me handle your package?" I was just like,
yes. What did you say?
I'm not telling you. That's for.
What did you tell me? What you said?
Okay, so I sent back to her. I was like, as long as you don't make me have to drive all the way to the depot to pick it up after. And then she messaged back and she's like, wow, needy. And then she unmatched me.
Yo, she wanted that easy dick. She wanted that no work necessary, no effort penis.
Can't win them all.
Just unfair. Unfucking fair.
I thought it was funny.
It is
I
funny.
mean,
I mean those unfunny bitches.
I always laugh at the people who screenshot Tinder messages where it's like they open up with a dad joke and then it's unmatched almost immediately.
That's the thing. I knew as soon as I read that, I was like, God damn it! I'm not gonna play these games. So I just did a corny joke back, and it backfired so hard. She wasn't that cute anyway.
Oh,
Stupid ass
you
bitch.
hear that, Karen? You suck.
I would struggle in the dating world now because like that's all my jokes. They're all fucking corny, shitty dad jokes. That's all I got.
It's rough.
I have no way of attracting a female nowadays. Like, if I was to be single again, there's no chance. There's absolutely no chance.
Yeah, I'd struggle hard. I count my lucky stars every day that I have a woman she's into me, and I would if I had to hit the reset button relationship wise, I don't know what the fuck I'd do.
Penis.
I might have to.
It ain't so bad, let me tell you, Jimmy. So, like I've said on this podcast since day one, who do you think knows how to suck penis better? Person with a penis or person without a penis? That's all I'm saying.
You should put that in the show notes.
I mean, okay. I guess I can't show you. Oh, I mean, I can show you, but you have to be willing.
I'm not willing.
But okay, I forget where we landed on this conversation. But do you agree? Do you think a guy knows how to suck dick better?
I would tend to agree.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm not trying not to think about it. I'm just not going to think
If
about
I'm
it.
getting head, it really doesn't matter. Terrible head. You're still getting head.
So you would. So that's what you're saying. It doesn't matter who or what.
That wasn't the question.
Okay,
the
fair
question
enough.
was, don't you think that's the case? I don't care. It's probably true. I'm not going to be the one to fucking test the waters and find out.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't need to. We'll let someone else do the science experiment. Yeah.
It's all you.
I volunteer as tribute.
I volunteer. My fucking head hurts from laughing. The back of my head hurts. Or maybe just from giving so much head.
Hey.
Hey.
So gaming wise, been doing my typical stuff: Hearthstone, Rocket League. Played a bunch more XCOM with Cal Nohe.
Wait.
What?
Are you playing which XCOM?
He said XCOM.
I said XCOM.
No, which one are you playing?
The first
one.
XCOM.
The original, like 90s?
I
Wait.
don't know.
That wasn't a mishap? You actually are playing XCOM?
Yeah.
Oh.
What are we?
Like
what are we
Enemy
on?
Unknown?
I thought you
Enemy
misspoke.
Unknown. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Cool. Yeah,
No,
I haven't
but-
beaten that one either. That's a
Well,
good game.
okay, so what is that one then? What's Enemy Unknown? Is that not the first one?
Well, there's actually the original XCOM came out in, I think it was like the late 90s.
Oh.
It was a Micro Prose game, I believe.
Oh. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been playing Enemy Unknown.
Okay.
Micro Pro?
Micro Prose.
That's me in the bed. My nickname in the bank
Micro
sanctum.
Pro.
I'm a Micro Pro, brother.
Yeah, like I think I mentioned it before how we've been playing. Me and him have been playing that game via the NVIDIA GeForce Experience co-oping. It's been super fun, and
That sounds cool.
we've been just getting shat on. That game is so fucking tough. After a while, we've been losing all of our good people, just left, right, and center. We have like an A 0.5 team. It's not even a good full A team.
Yeah.
And we always have to send in a bunch of rookies with them, and they all just get destroyed. And we have one guy who's been making it, and he's like a clone of one of our original guys. His nickname was Klein, so that we call this guy Baby Klein, and he's been
Wrecking shop.
in the longest. So we've been having a good fun with that. Playing a bunch of Sea of Thieves. I'm actually super addicted to Sea of Thieves now. The PvP in that, when you get into a good boat battle, it's so fucking entertaining. Like what's that?
When do you play Sea of Thieves?
Like what time of day?
Yeah.
Just it's whenever. It's usually like in the evenings. Usually after work on a evening.
On PC, though, middle age.
I have a fucking PC now. And as a matter of fact, I have it installed on my PC. As a matter of fact.
The funny thing is, you actually can play against Xbox
Yeah, you can
people.
play.
Oh, that's
console.
right.
Yeah.
You can, okay.
It's crossplay.
The funniest part about that game is that a lot of the Xbox people don't realize that it's all open mic and it's all proximity too. So you'll jump on someone's ship and all of a sudden you'll just hear someone, they're on our ship. Oh god. You'll just hear them freaking out.
Do you guys use proximity only instead of Discord?
We do. I have it push to talk, so I can talk to people.
Okay.
So there's occasionally if we boot up beside somebody and we're sitting there exchanging gunfire and we know we're gonna win the battle. Like there was this earlier this week, this one guy came in who was a one man on one ship, and he came after me and Cal Nohe on our 2-person ship. And me and Cal Nohe are getting pretty good at commanding a 2-person ship. So we were fucking him up so bad. And after a while, I just like stood on the front of the ship and I was just like playing music and I was voice chatting him. I'm like, "You're fucking dead, man. You're gonna die." It was too funny. So yeah, we played a bunch of that. VR wise, this week a game called Beat Saber came out. And the best way to describe it is it's like Guitar Hero but with lightsabers. And
It looks so cool. I saw a thing on Twitter on it, a video, and I was like, if I could play VR, I would want to play that game.
It's so fun.
42 was tearing it up too because I was watching part of that stream. That was fucking legit.
Oh man,
It brought me right back to the days of playing Guitar Hero.
That's awesome.
And just shredding that. It was so much fun. I just really hope, like they did actually announce today that I think later this week they're coming out with a song creation tool, so you can actually make your own content for it.
Ooh.
So you can just like upload your own audio file to it, and
Does
then
it just like analyze the song and then put the things where they need to go?
don't know. I didn't read that far into it. I'm pretty sure you actually have to make the track yourself as well.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know.
Probably.
They said it's basically going to be the exact same way that they made the tracks for the game itself.
Yeah.
So
Through the
apparently,
fire and
Tough
flames.
guitar fucking charts
oh
for
my god,
guitar.
yeah,
Just going back and forth. I can only imagine how insane that would be.
yeah.
I was
And-
getting fucking confused just watching him play it the other night. I couldn't imagine trying to play that game super hard.
Yeah, it's the same thing with like every other VR game. I find that like I even watched back on the video on the VOD of me playing it, and it looks very hard to follow. But everything inside the headset, because it's like like more magnified to me, I guess, it's a lot easier to follow. I find because you can be in the middle of swiping another piece and being able to like see what the other ones are coming after it. So I find it's not as hard as it looks to play, but I was having a shit ton of fun with it. So I'm just excited for them to start making new songs with it and be able to upload your own. Like there's so many songs today. When I was driving to my parents for breakfast today, and I was listening to a couple electronic songs, and I was like, listening to this while being able to play Beat Saber would be so fucking sweet. And the other cool thing is like not only are you like slicing at blocks in certain directions, but you actually have to like move in your room if you're doing room scale. Like there's like these like walls that come at you, and like there's like horizontal ones. So you have like not only are you like having to slice, but you're actually having to like squat down and like jump from side to side so your head view doesn't get hit by these things. And it's a workout after a while. Like the back of my arm here is just sore today from playing that
From beating
for as many hours
sabers.
I did. Yeah. After I played Beat Saber, I played a game called Gorn, and it's a VR game that's been out for a little while. That game is so fucking entertaining. It's just like a medieval arena fighter. Like, you know, when you like two people get dropped in like an arena and they have to fight to their death in front of everybody. It's basically just that.
I was lurking and watching you play some of that. Yeah.
I was
So
laughing
good.
my
Yeah.
ass off. The fucking animations in that
Yeah.
fucking game were ridiculous.
It's so funny. It's like my favorite thing, and it might sound really gruesome and really violent to do, but is to like if one of the enemies that's coming at you doesn't have leg armor on, you could just like chop their legs off, and then they'll just sit on the floor and be like, "I'm gonna fucking get you! I'm gonna get you!" They can't move anywhere because their legs are gone. It's like I just stand there. I'm like, "Oh, you can't move. What are you doing?"
I like when you
It's a
grab
great
him by the
strategy,
head
though.
and then smack, like do a fucking uppercut with the other arm.
Yeah, I know. I just found that out. I had played the game off stream a while ago just to fuck around with it because I heard so many good things about it. But I didn't realize you could get those like different hand add-ons. So I was just always using the weapons, and I was like, okay, this game is okay. And then I got the fucking like grappling hook arm and the super strong fist, and I was just like grappling hooking people from afar, bringing them up, and then just like uppercutting them out of the arena. It's
Nice.
so entertaining.
Nice.
I did some more Skyrim VR modding. I haven't played too much of it because I'm trying to keep that game for a stream game, even though I haven't been streaming that much. But trying to keep that game up to date with modding and whatnot. And there's so many mods to get for that game too. So it's one of those things where you just start modding it and you'll never ever stop.
Yeah.
You'll never play the game. And then today I actually played some VR games with our good friend Speed Demon.
Nice.
I went and played a game called Rec Room, which is basically just like you can do fucking paintball, laser tag. We had a shit ton of fun playing laser tag in that. You actually do like 4v4 laser tag with other players.
Oh, I want
And
to
it's
play.
like a giant fucking arena, and you can like get different weapons, and it's like playing Halo, right? Like there's a giant map, and then like it announced in the room that there was like power weapon in the middle, so we're all fighting over the middle area, and you're actually like I'm actually standing out in the middle of my room here, like crouching and like shooting over the ledges to shoot at people and everything.
That's cool, man.
Speed Demon's like screaming at me. There was one point he was just screaming at me from across the map, and he's like, they're surrounding me. And I was like, Speed, where are you? And he's like, I'm on the other side. I was trying to zip over there as quick as I could to help him. He's a lot of fun to play VR with. And we actually played another VR game called Pavlov, and it's basically just like Counter-Strike essentially in VR. But you can do like, just like in Counter-Strike, there's like a ton of different custom maps. So we were playing on like we played Beaver Creek, the Halo map. We were playing on that, and it's basically just like Counter-Strike. So you got normal weapons, like normal, M4 and all that stuff. But we were like having gun battles on Beaver Creek, and we played a fucking custom map where you're in the middle of the main city of Majora's Mask. It was insane. The community maps you can get for that game are just blowing my mind away.
VR's coming alive.
Yep, that game. And that apparently Pavlov's getting a battle royale mode, which,
of course,
yeah, but I'm fucking pumped for it because that actually sounds like a ton of fun. So yeah,
I see all this shit as like such a gigantic workout.
It is. And even after me and Speed Demon got done playing, we played for probably like 2 hours, and I actually hopped after me and him got done playing. I went and got food, and then I came back to the PC just for a little bit before Crocs here, and I was playing a little bit of just a chill, slow game with Kalnohe again. And the entire time I was yawning because I was already so tired from playing VR all day with Speed.
Have you don't have a fitness tracker at all, do you?
No, and I've been thinking about getting one now that I've been playing so much.
Figure out just how many calories you burn in a session of VR, dude.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to figure out what that is.
Yeah, I know, and I would too, actually. It makes me feel a little bit less guilty about not having been going to the gym for the last little while, but I've been doing bike riding, and work's been getting really busy, and since we're doing a lot of more outdoor stuff, it's been getting a lot of cardio in doing work stuff as well, so pretty happy with that. That's it for me. I'm gonna get another drink because the Sharks just lost, and I'm not happy anymore.
As far as me, I don't know, and nothing at all other than meeting up with Filer today, going bowling, and going out and getting some food. I went to a friend's birthday party Friday night, and that's about as far back as I can remember. I've been playing Super Mario Galaxy 2 on stream. That's it. I don't know. I forgot to fill out this part of the script. Therefore, I can't remember anything past this last Friday. So, gaming news and discussion during the week. If you guys would like to submit any gaming or streaming related news to the show, you can post your links in the Crocs and Hot Pockets news channel in Discord. And thank you to Salty Sam, Mass Cruz, Nip Nops, Fawnin, Matt Weenie, Uni, Amber's Arcade, Mr. 42, Sonder, Arbor, Remax, and G for Greg for all submitting articles for the show. First and foremost, just so you know, Twitter got real fucked up and somehow leaked passwords because they're dumb. So make sure if you have a Twitter and you haven't reset your password in the past week, please go ahead and do so. Also, 7-Zip has a quite nasty vulnerability that lets people take control of your computer. If you use 7-Zip as your archiver and extractor, make sure to go to the website and update that to the latest version. And also, Twitch is rolling out a low latency option for streamers. And to my knowledge, it was knocking down the stream delay to about 2 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. I did read a little bit about quality and how using the low latency option was hitting quality a little bit. Wasn't a lot, but it was a little.
That makes sense.
So keep an eye out for that as well.
Guess they're really trying to because isn't that what Mixer's like already?
Yeah, it's like instantaneous to 2 seconds usually.
Well, that's what Twitch used to be too.
Yep.
Was it really?
Yep.
I guess since I've been streaming, it's always been, I think the lowest latency I've ever had is around 10 seconds.
Really? That's a lot. I usually average around 6 or 7.
No,
normally.
my latency is at least, usually about 10 seconds.
Okay.
I think maybe it has something to do with maybe the server you connect to that might have a thing. The ingest server.
Yep.
Because I connected the Dallas server. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'm Chicago, which is 4 hours for me. I think when I first started streaming, which by now would have been 4 to 5 years ago, I remember like 4 seconds. It was like 4 to 5 seconds, and then I just, as time went on, it got a little bit worse. And I like throughout the stream, usually towards the end of the stream, it's obviously a little bit longer, especially if people haven't refreshed in a while or anything. But yeah, I think on average right now, I'm at about 7-second delay.
Yeah, I feel like once Amazon took over, that's when it started going up.
Yeah. Yep.
Because they're not going to fucking just have a shitload of empty servers sitting around waiting for capacity.
Exactly. Yep.
It's all Amazon cloud services shit. So,
all right. First topic, Twitch and affiliateship. It's not a word. I just made it up, I think. Affiliateship after a year. So in April had marked a year of Twitch debuting the affiliate program. And so far, there are 220,000 affiliates on Twitch. Now, when the affiliate program first launched, and after the hype of it died down, and we realized how easy it was to be an affiliate. At that point in time, I was like, okay, you really don't have to do much to be an affiliate on Twitch at all. However, after doing some math today, I realized that with that amount of affiliates, only 10% of the broadcasters on Twitch are affiliates.
Is that assuming broadcasters or just overall user accounts?
Yeah.
Broadcasters. So right now, as of the end of 2017, there were 2.2 unique broadcasters streaming on Twitch, and I think
2.2 million.
2.2 million, and I think now that number is up to 2.5, I believe, in the last one that I saw. So affiliates make up less than 10% of streamers on Twitch, and when I looked at it that way, maybe that's not as easy as I thought it was.
I think when they originally, I'm with you, and I even thought to myself, because I already met all the requirements when the affiliate program came out. So did you, and most, if you've been streaming for a little while, you met them.
I'm 2 days away, 2 unique days away in the last
from meeting them.
From meeting them, and
Yeah.
I've streamed like 3 times.
Yeah, but I mean, I think nowadays, though, the thing that's the hard thing to get isn't necessarily the follows or the days streamed. It's the concurrent viewers.
Yep.
I think is because it is becoming so saturated. Well, I mean, in the last year, how much this platform has grown. I mean, because don't you have to, in order to like check the box, don't you have to have, is it 5? It's 3?
3.
Oh, it's only
average 3 viewers for 30 days.
Yep.
3 viewers for 30 days. But even that could be difficult. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know.
But
I don't think any of them are that hard, but I feel like a lot of those numbers are skewed because a lot of those people aren't streaming.
Right. That was
I had the benefit of having 50 followers when I started streaming again, so that wasn't. I think that would probably be the longest to get.
Yeah.
If you're brand new, you don't know anybody online. Like, I feel like a lot of us, I mean, all of us met because we met online through gaming communities and shit. So when we all started streaming, we all had at least a small base to start with.
Yep. Or just people to have the stream open.
Yeah.
Right.
So at the very least, we had a lot of support in that way. But if you didn't have that and you're just brand new to Twitch, to the community in general, the gaming community in general, it wouldn't be hard. It would be pretty hard to hit 50 followers right off the bat if they weren't just fucking bullshit bot accounts,
right?
That are fucking, your exclamation point giveaway every stream, and all of a sudden you've got 23 viewers. 30
I didn't do
viewers
that
right off the bat.
Chat broke. So I thought that I didn't do that math until today, and seeing that now, of course, that was 2.2 million people streamed. That analytic is 2.2 million people streamed for the first time in 2017. Like, that's not like 2.2 million active broadcasters that are live 3 days a week, every week of the year.
Right.
But I just still thought that was such an interesting stat. And then I also went back and at the end. Now these numbers are based on the end of 2017, the Twitch year in review. Partners make up 1.5% of all broadcasters on Twitch. And I just thought that was a super interesting stat as well. So I guess that kind of changed my mind a little bit how, yeah, if I tried to start streaming now and I had no gaming community, no friends on Twitch, and nobody IRL to help me get started by just having my stream open, I could imagine that it would be extremely difficult. And I mean, the Twitch subreddit is filled with people who are just new and, have been streaming for weeks, months, and haven't even gotten a single new viewer yet.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine because that you just described my situation when I got into Twitch. I knew nobody. I wasn't part of any online gaming community. I knew nobody, and I was like just jumping in. I didn't know you guys. I didn't know anybody. But in a way, it was kind of beneficial that I jumped in on console because I know the console. It's like big fish, small pond because you get put into that, you know what I mean? The dedicated viewing pool of just console streamers on those consoles. You know what I mean? So that's how I got my first viewers. A lot of my very first viewers, very, very few of my first viewers are still around with a couple of exceptions. My buddy Stormy and a few. I mean, I could count on one hand how many are still around. But that was what kind of got me my initial viewership. So yeah, dude, I mean, it's crazy out there now.
Super difficult. I agree. So that kind of changed my mind. And then it also just made me think about how being an affiliate has opened up an insane amount of doors for me financially. Like just having that subscribe button and giving people the opportunity to support you monetarily it's the reason I have a new gaming computer. It's the reason I have a new audio setup. It's insane the amount of help that it's got. So I'm very appreciative of it.
I think if it hadn't been for the affiliate program, I wouldn't be sitting here with a new gaming computer. I wouldn't be sitting here. I mean, it's been unreal, man. And like I said, it's never going to replace my job. We talked about this last week in the last podcast, but it's been awesome that not only that you build a community. It's not, I'm not going to be a ninja or anything like that on Twitch. I don't want to be, but it's been awesome to just connect and grow a community thanks to this platform. And it's been also amazing that said community has been so generous to support what I do, play games shittily on the internet and make it a full-time hobby. It's been awesome.
Very much agreed. All right. Next topic, Halo Online. So sometime within the past 2 weeks, the El Dorito team released Halo Online 0.6, which had been one of the first major updates that had hit the Halo Online game in quite some time. It got a lot of traction. A lot of big streamers were playing it, and unfortunately also caught the eye of Microsoft. Microsoft filed a DMCA against not only the El Dorito team, but all of the streamers who were playing that game on stream or on YouTube. And so the legal team of Microsoft pretty much backed El Dorito into a corner. They're not allowed to redistribute the game anymore officially. They're supposed to not be working on the game anymore. Anybody who streams the game is susceptible to a DMCA. Anybody who records gameplay and puts that on YouTube, same facts. So what were your guys' thoughts when this first hit? And what do you think going forward? Microsoft, this is sort of kind of old news because this happened, I think, the day or so after our last podcast. Microsoft released a statement saying that they now realize after a fucking decade that people want a PC version of the game, and they're going to work on getting us that. Whether that's going to be, buying the El Dorito team, giving them all jobs and having them work on something, or if they've already had something in the works and now there's fire under their ass, so they're gonna get onto it. But did any of you guys get a chance to play the mod? What were your thoughts when this first happened? The whole shebang.
I was
Still
literally
playing it.
Are you
Yes.
still playing it? I was literally going to download it and was considering playing it. And then that news hit like the day after, because we were talking about it on the last podcast we were all together. And I was like, yes, man, this sounds awesome. I'm going to download it. And then like the day or two later, that news hit. And I was like, well, fuck, because 95% of my game playing time, I'm streaming it.
Yep.
I was like, well, fuck, I can't. Man. I mean, I love Halo, but I don't know. I get it because they got to protect their IP, because it's the way the law is written with IPs. If you're allowing other people to use it, then you can lose your copyright. I get it. It's stupid. It is what it is. It just sucks, man. It's like, it sucks, but it's like Salty called it. He said, this shit's going to get in the eye. It's becoming so popular that Microsoft's going to see it now, and they're going to put the fucking kibosh on it, and that's exactly what they did.
If they had brains, they would do exactly what Knackers said. They could take one or two of the devs from Dorito, hire them on part-time, take 0.6 as it sits currently, and make it into a game and sell it for $20, and they'd make $1 billion dollars. It is that fucking good.
Yeah.
The level forge, where you can build your own levels and you can play custom maps and you can host servers. It's fucking amazing. If you have it, don't play it on stream. Don't redistribute it, because that's against the law.
Yep.
But I still play it because it is fun as shit. And actually, one of the guys from my work hit me up the other day. He had just built a gaming PC probably 4 or 5 months ago, and he found it the other day and was like, dude, have you seen this fucking Halo Online thing? I was like, yeah, it's fucking awesome. We need to play it like right now. So
where would one go to locate this particular piece of software nowadays on the internet?
Halo Online Discord.
Okay.
But I didn't say that.
No, I mean, if there was a place it was on the internet, that's probably where I'd look, right?
Right. Yep.
That was just
for
for
research
science
purposes.
Yeah, for research.
Nah, it's out there
Obviously.
and it's playable. I think there was anywhere in between 1,000 and 2,000 players last time I checked.
It's amazing.
Crazy.
I haven't played any of it since that time a while ago when I think Yumi and Vans played it. And back then, I think it was in worse condition than it would be now. But even then, it was still a ton of fun.
And that was on stream. We streamed that multiple times.
Yeah. And I've been a Halo fan since I've definitely been thinking about booting up my Xbox to play some Halo. Just Halo. That's the only thing I care about on that console now. But I still love Halo, and if they ever made a decent Halo game that ran well, played like a good old classic Halo game, I'd play it.
Halo, the Halo Master Chief Collection, it was a shitty release with a bunch of bugs, but since then it's actually not bad at all. They fixed all that shit up. Just saying. And you probably can't even fire your Xbox up anyway, because it's got like, soda juice in the vents or whatever it is you spilled in there.
Yeah.
Beer, okay,
Yeah.
And 7 gigs of software updates for both your controller and console.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Yep.
But yeah, what?
I'm sorry, but why does the controller need to be updated on Xbox and not on PC?
I don't know. That is
the weirdest thing.
But I have to tell you what, dude, I have never updated my controller and I have never had a problem. So I guess it doesn't matter.
You don't need to.
I mean, I don't know why you need to.
I thought it was like you have to update this or else you can't play games kind of thing. So I just did.
And I thought I remember reading up about it when the Xbox One first came out, and they said it usually just has to do with like trying to save battery in it.
Okay.
Something
Yeah,
that
they're
they
doing
do
that
to try
Apple
and-
shit where they just kill your
Yeah.
battery like 3 years in.
Fuck
I
you,
think
buy a
it
new phone.
doesn't do anything anyway.
When this first dropped, I was pretty pissed off because only when Microsoft saw an opportunity to make money did they step in. This mod had been out for years and years. On the other hand, there was some false information where apparently it was known that the files that El Dorito had were legally obtained because the game had been worked on and abandoned, codename Abandonedware, and that's what they were working with. Apparently, some of the code that was in the game was actually stolen or was acquired.
Through
Allegedly.
nefarious means.
Yes, again, allegedly.
Yeah.
It's more against like, he said,
This
she
is
said
one of those
bullshit.
things you can claim and can't prove, but yeah.
Right. It's like, oh, well, yeah. So,
I mean, it's Microsoft.
Yeah.
Somebody will just end up in a ditch somewhere. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
You know what
Fucking Bill Gates is fucking blah blah.
peace out with his gold diamond deagle. I did not know that he was the richest individual in the world.
He's not anymore.
Yeah.
Jeff
I-
Bezos is.
Are you sure?
Jeff Bezos has more money than anybody on planet Earth.
Jeff
He
Bezos
lives-
is pretty
he
fucking
lives-
rich.
He lives 3 houses down from the Obamas in D.C. He's got a
Who
house.
is the richest bitch?
I'm pretty
in
sure he
the
just passed
world?
him this past year.
Okay, because I thought I had looked.
He's about to be real rich with that $20
Bill Gates-
Amazon Prime hike.
Bill Gates has been the richest man in the world for the past like 25 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bill Gates 91 billion, Jeff Bezos 108 million. So yeah, that must have just happened this year then.
Or 8 billion.
Billion.
What did I say?
Million.
Million.
Yeah, billion.
God, dude, just give me one of those millions and I'm good, man. Just come on.
Yeah,
What was
but
it
see,
today?
at the same time, it's like you have all that money. You know how fucking scary it would be to be that rich?
Right.
You can't go anywhere. Like your fucking kids are going to get kidnapped.
Yeah.
Like you can't go on vacation unless it's like in a fucking military base. Like
It don't matter because you can just buy your own fucking island and go on vacation.
Or
I
just
mean,
buy
that's
new
why you have
kids.
to go like Richard Branson and just buy a whole fucking country in the Caribbean.
Just fucking.
That and like
But even then, you got like people flying overhead and shit. I'm telling you, man, you make 109 billion in net worth, people are gunning for your ass.
and you're always
Oh,
thinking about
yeah.
like, is my money safe? Is the bank currently conspiring to find a way to just lose my money?
You can literally do whatever you want. If you want to shut down a bank, you just go and say, "I'm closing my account.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You're
Done.
fucking bankrupt. I'm taking my $109 billion elsewhere. Suck it."
That's
All because you didn't have hot coffee when I got here, you bitch.
This is Folgers. I wanted Maxwell. You cheap
Where's the-
motherfuckers.
Where's the goddamn creamer?
I want the sugar cubes, not the sugar powder sugared. I can't imagine having that much fucking money. That would just be absolutely insane. So I guess like I see where Microsoft is coming from. They had to protect their IP, but of course they only stepped in once it got traction. Like I said, the mod had been around for a long time, and I just hope that they. It's not that they're doing right by El Dorito because technically it's not El Dorito's property, but I hope that they recognize how much fucking work those guys put into that thing and made zero money and just says, hey, come fucking work with us. Let's
I'm
make this
sure-
shit awesome together.
I'm sure there was a community based around them that was supporting them in some way, shape, or fashion.
Yeah.
Number one. Number two, they didn't give a shit until streamers started making money off of the game.
Yeah.
That's what changed it. Because you didn't see anybody playing it. You'd see people streaming it all the time, but they'd be lower level channels. But then when you see people like Summit and what was the other guy?
Jericho.
Jericho was playing. When you get
APL.
these big number streams at the front page of Twitch, fucking playing Halo Online, they can't have that shit.
So you probably know this then. They didn't fucking ban Summit.
Nope.
Nope.
They didn't ban some of these big ass streamers. Why not?
Well, more than likely, in my eyes, that's more of like everybody's saying that's favoritism or whatever. It
Mhm.
probably has to do with which streamers were getting DMCA's.
And those
They're not
DMCAs
gonna
most of
rank
the time,
1,000 DMCA's for
right?
every streamer who ever played the game.
You're good. And also most of the time, those DMCAs are algorithm based and automated. They're not always given by humans. So again, it could have just been computer error.
Yeah.
Forgot to turn it off and turn it back
It's
on
just,
again.
I just think I think that's the only thing I have a problem with, and I didn't even stream it, but I think it's shitty that they kind of went back and retroactively did this after the announcement came on, that it was not like, I get it. If you make the announcement, don't do this, and then you still stream it, you get the DMCA.
Yeah.
And you get your banned, for a week or 30 days or whatever it is. But to do it retroactively, I think is shitty on Twitch's part.
And there's a fucking category for the game.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I am totally, there are very few things that I personally have to complain about to Twitch, and I don't even have a dog in this hunt. However, I could have very well have been streaming this game and gotten banned. Like, I was getting ready to fucking download the shit.
Yep.
Like,
same.
I could have been banned from Twitch for a week or a month because fucking it's bullshit. And so I feel for these guys, because it's like, fuck, man. I mean, all these big streamers are doing it, all these other people, and you're getting banned for I don't know. I think that was bad. I think they should have given a time period like, hey, we are not allowing this. You can make sure you delete your VODs, delete your whatever. I would have been like, oh shit, fucking click, 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 click. Yep.
Right.
But
I was going to ask whether or not if that was is there any possibility that that's the reason why Summit didn't get it, because he maybe deleted his VOD before?
The VODs, by the time all the other people got banned, Summit's VODs were still up for days after. So,
because I was wondering if maybe he just heard about it, got rid of it real quick, and then didn't get it. Because
I mean, at the same time, if the
fucking Summit,
if the DMCA's are even remotely automated, he's not in that list of automated shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like the big guns aren't in that fucking list at all.
yep.
Like Ninja's not going to get an automatic ban.
no,
That
they'll
was
probably. I mean,
brutal.
once you probably pass, I guarantee, top streamers on Twitch, before any sort of automated action even happens, there's probably like there has to be like a manual action for those types of streamers. You know what I mean? Because they're money makers for Twitch.
Yep.
Huge money makers.
I mean, same thing with YouTube. What the fuck do you think happened with Logan Paul?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I was just looking at the other day. There's so many times where you see somebody's viewership kind of take a quick tank, and sometimes it goes back up, sometimes it doesn't. And there's been so much talk because Summit has been playing Fortnite lately, so his viewership has taken a little bit of a hit. And obviously those views are going over to Ninja and Lupo and Tim and all those guys. But out of all of the streamers, Summit has always been a guy that has been 1-for-1 with concurrent views to subs. Like, Summit usually has anywhere between 15 to 25,000 viewers, also has 20 to 25,000 subs. There's not a lot of other streamers that have as many subs as they do concurrent viewers. Usually it's way more subs than viewers.
You could probably count them on one or two hands.
Right.
Yeah.
And
another one of them.
Yep, and Lupo is now, he's getting up there. Lupo's averaging
27 or something thousand.
Yep, and he's been averaging anywhere from 20 to 25,000 viewers too. I mean, good for him. I think he deserves it too. I fucking love.
I would rather watch Lupo than Ninja.
Same.
And I'm sub to Ninja and not to Lupo. I love watching Ninja. He's on all the time. He's fucking amazing. But something about Dr. Lupo's sense of humor is just fucking hilarious to me.
Yep.
He's just very mellow. He's not quite as hyper.
We were talking about this at dinner with Weenie and Filer. Ninja is awesome at the gaming that he does. It's not that I don't like Ninja. It's just I don't prefer his type of personality for watching streams. And it's just like that's where like Tim, Lupo, and Summit fill the void for me as far as like big streamers go. They just have the personality that I like out of a big streamer. And I definitely think even with Tim blowing up lately and Lupo blowing up lately, they're the exact same as they were. You know, I didn't know Lupo before, but it doesn't seem like the money has gotten to his head. And same with Tim. Tim's just a dude playing video games, and he looks like he's just having fun doing it.
I think, number one, I've always been a fan of Tim Tatman. Never, ever really paid attention to any of the streams. Because when I go to the higher level streamers, I'm going for specialized reasons.
Yep.
Like, I don't necessarily watch people that have 50,000 fucking viewers every day of the week for their content beyond how good they are at a game. So most of the people I watch and I laugh with and I hang out with and chat and all that kind of shit, you know, they're 50 or less viewers and just having a good time playing video games, and people that I know fairly well. And so watching Lupo, I feel like he is connected directly with chat.
Yep.
He doesn't miss shit. Although there has been a few days as of late where when Ninja was off, where he was getting a lot of trash in his chat and he was fucking like sub only, emote only.
Yeah.
That kind of dumbass shit. But the way the chemistry between Lupo, Tim, and Ninja is the funniest fucking multi-stream on the face of the fucking earth. They just fuck with each other the entire fucking time. Every time Tim gets knocked out, they just leave him on the fucking ground, like
impulsionating people over or off of mountains and shit.
Off of mountains, fucking
all the work,
stealing kills from each other. I mean, it's really great. I think it brought a different dimension to Fortnite streaming, to where it'll actually continue on now.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever watched Lupo. Like, if you put a bunch of random people in a, like, you know how they line up people for whatever you call it when they're
a lineup.
Yeah, a lineup. I couldn't tell you what he looks like. I've never watched any of his streams yet. Now I gotta go. Feel like I gotta go watch him because you guys are hyping him up so much.
He is a full-time Fortnite streamer. Yeah. So I know I don't think that's your favorite thing to watch.
No.
Yeah. But
he's really good.
Yeah, he's really good. He's super funny. He's got an amazing sense of humor. When
he's an older guy too. I think he's 30.
He's 31.
Okay.
He used to be a Destiny streamer. He was a full-time Destiny streamer and then moved over to Fortnite. Now, I think we talked about this a little bit on the last episode, how I don't watch not big streamers play Fortnite. Like, if anybody else is playing Fortnite, I don't watch. And that's just because when I'm looking to play Fortnite, it's because I'm looking for 80% broadcast or 20% gameplay. And people like Tim and Lupo and Summit, those are the guys that I can watch them play, no problem. But yeah, I would highly, even though you're not big on Fortnite, whenever we sit down, it's like we're always looking for smaller streamers to watch. But if there's nobody on, we'll throw on Fortnite. We never sit down like, oh, we want to watch some Fortnite because we're really looking to watch. Yeah. It's always kind of like a by default thing. But Lupo is fucking fantastic. I love the way he interacts with his chat. His sense of humor is fantastic. He's really good. And he's got a couple little quirky things. Great quality. He's got a really unique UI where his keyboard mouse is on cam as well, like right below his webcam.
Yeah. It's
his whole stream was just redone by Twaz within the past 6 months or so. Gorgeous. His entire stream is just gorgeous.
And his website and everything too. It's all the tracks are pan across.
And that motherfucker just raised $150K for St. Jude in 24 hours. I'm sorry, 12 hours.
12 hours.
Psychopath.
Yeah. And twice as much as anybody else in that campaign, I might add.
Even
I mean, the other guys
Ninja
only
too.
fucking played for like, well, Ninja only played for like 4 hours and
Oh,
raised
okay.
like 80 grand. Tim was over 30 when he got off after 4 or 5 hours. Ninja went, Dr. Lupo went from like 8 a.m. to fucking like midnight and just went straight through playing duos, squads, solos, just kept fucking playing. And I mean, it was insane. The three of them started when Ninja, because Ninja came in late. It was Tim, Dr. Lupo, and Ninja. And in 2 hours, they had raised like 60.
Insane.
It was fucking amazing. So
I love all those guys, but holy fuck, if you mention Twitch Prime one more fucking time, it's every 10 to 15 minutes.
it's a fucking meme now.
There is
Everybody
there's no way that there's anybody on earth who doesn't know what Twitch Prime is nowadays.
The
It's
only
fucking
reason
impossible.
that Lupo and Tim do that shit is because of Ninja.
Right.
Because he fucking has made it into such a giant meme. I mean, he has an ad play in his chat like every 10 minutes, like in his channel, in his overlay. Hey, have you heard of Twitch Prime? Because if you haven't, you should.
It's so funny to
I've
me
turned
because I
off
actually-
streams.
Yeah.
That's how, I mean, fucking $2 million a fucking month, man. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. I have, like, on my own channel, the only thing I do, like, I don't have an over or anything like that. I just have my bot, like, once, I don't know, it's like once an hour, has a little message that gives a link to Twitch Prime. Because there's people that come, it's still out there. They don't know, believe it or not. I had people that have introduced to Twitch. They have no idea that Amazon Prime gave them Twitch Prime. They just don't know. So I throw it out. It's a very non-intrusive. It's a once an hour or so thing in my chat that comes across. Doesn't come across my overlay or anything like that.
Yeah, and that's all good and gravy, but these guys are taking 30 to 45 seconds every 15 minutes to explain from start to finish what Twitch Prime is and how to subscribe to their channel.
Yeah,
it's
that's
fucking annoying.
Well, and the chat is what is fucking doing it at the end of the day.
yeah.
Right.
Hold the
Yeah.
fucking chat. What is this Amazon Prime? Like
Yeah.
what we got going on in chat right now. Oh, you guys want to know about Amazon Prime? Blah, blah.
Well, let me tell you. There's free money existing on the internet.
You
Take
can
it.
sub to your favorite
give it to
streamers
me.
for free. You
Oh, I
can even
didn't
take
know.
your buddy's
But
uncle's
I mean, it makes
hamster's
sense
account.
because I mean, it's like if you've got a net. I mean, you've got a viewership like that. You've got a massive net, and then you probably every time they do that, that's probably guaranteeing them a few $100. You know,
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
few
And that's why they do
thousand,
it. Yeah,
probably.
1,000.
I'm
yeah.
saying a minimum of. I mean, you know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
if you
So it's
if
like-
you watch his sub counter, Ninja sub counter specifically, every day it's just a roller coaster, man. He might drop 15,000 subs in a day,
yeah,
and it'll just it just keeps going, man. And I mean, he's been doing a lot of crazier shit too, playing with all these celebrities and sports people and all that shit. So you could definitely see it fucking jump up and down.
Ninja has twice the amount of followers as Summit does. That is an insane amount of growth in such a short amount of
He
time.
went from like 1 million to 10 million on YouTube in a month.
wow.
Insane.
It was funny we were mentioning earlier. I was gonna say I actually did the Twitch Prime talk to my parents this morning.
Did you?
Yeah, because they got Amazon Prime. They've never used Amazon, and then my mom got Amazon Prime because they started ordering stuff from it. And I was like, "Well, did you know you get Twitch Prime with it?" And I was explaining everything to her.
Have you been
Like-
to twitch.mr42.tv by any chance?
Yeah, I told
They know
her all
you
about that.
stream, right?
Click that
Yeah, they know.
sub
They
button.
don't ever watch. I told them never to watch if they don't want.
That's what I told my
I
parents.
showed her that. I showed my parents that that Crocs highlight, that 1 year anniversary compilation we did.
And they're letting me come visit you?
Oh yeah. Well, fuck, I don't live with them. Come on.
No, but I just think if they saw how I act on a daily basis, they might forbid you from, having a psychopath live in your house or live. I'm coming to live there, by the way.
We're never leaving. We're
Gonna
jumping
be a
the
meat
border.
farmer.
We're out.
I'm gonna get arrested for smuggling.
Americans.
Goddamn
Nibbling
border
grapes.
hoppers.
All right, last topic of the night. Dr. Disrespect and his thin skin, quote unquote. I think that's left up to you to decide. So, within last week, there was kind of a little bit of an uproar in the Dr. Disrespect realm. So, for those of you who have been living under a rock, Dr. Disrespect publicly came out and said that he had been unfaithful to his wife, took a 2-month break, had a comeback stream, has been back ever since. So in his coming out video of cheating on his wife, one of the quotes.
He's been averaging what, around 20,000 viewers roughly?
Yep.
Yeah. Per
Which,
stream?
when he left, was pretty much the top of the fucking game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
honestly,
Changed in the last couple months.
if he wasn't playing pub, he would probably be getting a lot more. But he's been
Yeah.
sticking towards pub a lot more than Fortnite.
Yeah.
So in his coming out video about him cheating on his wife, he said, I want to be completely transparent with you guys. So anytime there's a joke about being transparent or telling the truth, the subject of Dr. Disrespect comes up. It's come up on this channel before. It's come up in my live streams. And so a lot of people in the Forzen Twitch community started donating to Forzen while he was live and putting D Omega Lel C to spell the acronym of Doc, or not the acronym, I'm sorry, just the abbreviation of Doc. And when text to speech read out D Omega Lel C, it would say Omega Lel DC, Omega Lel DC, or no, I'm sorry, CD, Omega Lel CD, Omega Lel CD, instead of saying D Omega Lel C, Omega Lel. So Forzen's community created an emote called Forzen CD, which was basically a poke at Dr. Disrespect. The emote was
Fucking ridiculous looking.
yeah. It wasn't Forzen's face or Dr. Disrespect's face, right?
It's like a really, really shitty, cartoony distortion of Dr. Disrespect.
Okay. Glasses, mustache. There are compact discs over the sunglasses to make it seem like the Forzen CD is the CD is the punchline of the emote. But it's actually a poke at Doc being transparent, whatever. So Forzen's had this emote for quite some time. And then streamers like Soda Poppin' and Trihex and Shroud. Shroud was unrelated. Another guy.
Well, Shroud still had one. Let's
Yeah.
not forget that.
He had a
Soda
Doc
Poppin'.
emote.
Soda
Couple other-
Poppin' had one.
Couple other people. And Dr. Disrespect finally caught on to what this emote was, what the premise was. People were spamming it in his chat. And eventually this emote got removed. Whether that was a direct result of Dr. Disrespect coming to Twitch and saying, hey, I'm getting harassed with this emote, can we take it down? Whether it was Doc's community mass reporting the emote and getting it taken down. So I wanted to talk about this and get your guys' opinion. Keeping in mind Doc's character, how he acts on stream, the whole thing that went down with him and his family and Twitch, and what you think about this emote getting taken down because it was being used to harass Doc while he was live. Not even while he was just live. It was while he was on Twitter and email and all that bullshit too. So hit me.
I mean, it makes it easier because of their new terms of service and especially their harassment policies and shit. Anytime that it is even remotely used in a targeted way, they can get rid of it, even if it's not necessarily that insulting. Like, this was taking advantage of a fucked up way that the donations would be read back. And so fucking what? But the thing is because of the defamation, intimidation, harassment, targeted insulting shit for like the emote policies within Twitch, Like you can't do anything anymore.
No.
I mean, we've seen people get in a lot more trouble. Like these people just had their emotes taken away. That's not that big a deal. But you've seen people get in a lot more trouble for targeted shit in other people's chats. Especially when it's another streamer making this emote, then is sending these people to other people's chats in order to do it. So, I mean, I don't really care either way. Thin skin, maybe. But at the end of the day, that shit would piss you off after a while. You can't do your stream the way you want. You can't put voice, text to voice on. You can't do any of that shit. As long as all that annoying shit's going on. And I 1000% forgot to link the article, I think. And in the article, they have a little like GIF of what his chat looked like rolling through, and it's just like a fucking clusterfuck of emotes.
Well, that was his return stream. That GIF,
that was the origin of, though.
Right. But like they that article made it seem like that's what his chat is like now. Is just that wall of emotes all the time, and it's not. That was his return stream chat. Which
I honestly haven't watched his channel in.
Yeah, I haven't.
I watched his return stream, and that was mainly because it was like front page news. But I don't like PUBG, so I'm not watching PUBG.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even, other than Shroud, I really don't even know who the fuck's good at PUBG anymore.
Nobody, because nobody's playing it. There's still a good amount of people playing it, but as far as all the big streamers, it's Shroud, Doc, and then there's a couple other little dudes. Well, little, but people with a couple thousand viewers. But for the most part, Fortnite has taken over.
As far as I'm concerned, I mean, I don't really watch the doc anyway. I understand, especially with the text-to-speech thing, why you would get that removed, how that's causing an issue, but
he hasn't had that on since he started streaming, though. He hasn't had text-to-speech on ever since I've watched him.
So I don't know, man. I mean, honestly, I don't really. He's not a guy that I try and emulate. And I know he's popular, but he's definitely not. I'm not his target audience. You know who his target audience is? His target audience is probably teenage boys. And I know this because, where I work, the guys, when I'm a football coach, so we have teenage kids that their job is to film our practices because we have to watch plays and stuff afterwards or football practice, right? Well, before practice starts, they're in the little film room that's got a couple computers. We watch, like, they film with drones and everything else, our practices.
Really?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. So, but while they're waiting to start, before we started practice, they're in there with the IMAX hooked up. And guess who they got on stream watching? Dr. Disrespect. That is their target audience. The, 15
angry little boys.
15 to 17-year-old teenage boys that, and it's so, I mean, I don't really give a shit. He's never a guy I'm really going to watch. I get that people like him, but I don't really give a fuck. Don't really care.
Initially, I thought he was fucking hilarious.
Initially, too. Me too. But he's become a caricature of himself, I think. And, I think that's, I don't know. Not really into the doc so much. I mean, I don't hate on him. I mean, do what you're going to do. You're going to make your money and whatever, but he doesn't seem to me like a guy that's on Twitch for fun. He's on Twitch just to make some money. And that's it. I think he'll probably end up fizzling out not too long in the distant future. I would not be surprised. So, just my opinion.
I see. It might just be my personal opinion on him. I don't ever watch his streams with chat on, so I don't really ever pay attention to any of that stuff. But I still find him very entertaining to watch. the whole him taking the emote down thing, I would see
Are we
why.
100% sure that it was him that took it down, or
Well,
was it
no,
just
I don't think
coincidental?
anyone knows.
No, I
Right.
don't think anybody knows.
You know, we can all just assume that he probably messaged somebody and they agreed that, yeah, that's part of the whole targeted harassment thing. So Twitch took the action themselves based on a tip from him, maybe, but who knows? But yeah, I mean, if you're on the internet as much as he is and you're streaming every single day, regardless if you think you're going to get another bad rep from more people for initiating that, it's going to wear on you if you've got that many people posting shit like that every single day when you've already admitted to the world your fuck up. You don't need.
I still
That-
don't understand why the fuck you would do that.
I
Probably
still think
would've-
it was a fucking. I still think it was a goddamn, like, what do you call it?
Play a shill, fucking
Yeah,
Me too.
I really do.
To this day, I do. I think he did it just for a month-long vacation.
Exactly.
Easy way out.
Yep. And he made a
'Cause-
big deal out of something. Because I mean, dude, I could dredge up some tears if I really had to. I mean, shit.
Oh yeah.
Could dredge up some tears. He's taking his own recording for the live stream or whatever. Who fucking knows? He didn't address any of chat. He could have just played a video. You know?
This is true. This is
I
very
mean,
true.
He's not like he's not savvy with technology. So I'm not putting anything past that dude. And I'm not saying, I mean, the guy obviously he's done well, and I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying I think when you play a character like that, hey man, that's the guy you are. So okay.
That's how I kind of feel.
Yeah.
That's
You reap what you sow.
yeah. I'm such at odds. I feel one way one day, and then I feel another way another day. First and foremost, I think actions have consequences. Okay. No, do you deserve to be harassed because of what you did? No. But you deserve to eat a little shit. You took a sacred vow, something that you swore to never do, and you broke it. You deserve to eat a little bit of shit. Should you eat shit for the rest of your life? No. Should people give you, shit for it and blame you, and everything that you do wrong in your life from then on is because you fucked up then? Probably not. But you also, not only did you fuck up, you also made the decision to come out public with it. And whether or not that was the right or wrong thing to do, you have to deal with the consequences of that too. And that's not like, well, I had no other choice. Your other choice was not fucking around. Like that was your other choice. So there's all these things that kind of come to fruition because of the choices that you make. Yeah. I think it's shitty that a lot of big streamers cashed in on this meme and having emotes, because that's gotta suck. All these big streamers having an emote that's making a joke of your personal life. That's shitty.
And I was gonna say earlier, but when we kind of first breezed over this a little bit, was it, and I think it's also kind of the reason why too that to this day Dr. Disrespect still likes to say on Twitter, "Oh, I'm the absolute best," because if another channel, and like we've always talked about it too, when it came to, oh, if you see somebody who's like copying the same kind of stuff that your channel's doing, like if everybody else has to start making emotes nagging on you for your problems because they can't make up their own content and their own emotes, you're the best. They have to talk about you to get a word out of people. So,
and at that point, you are using another streamer's mistakes as a reason to get people to sub to you and give you money. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of shitty too.
Yeah.
That kind of shows what kind of person you are. So with that said, the amount of, I won't say harassing, but the amount of shit talking that Doc does, and I'm not just talking about like shit talking somebody that kills him in game and that's the end of it. This guy has brought up people's Twitter accounts, Twitch accounts, other social media up on stream so that the 25,000 people watching him can see who he's talking about. Nothing has ever happened to him because of that. He's threatened to dox people live on stream. Nothing's ever happened. So what the fuck do you expect? And I hate the whole it's a character, so therefore I am immune to whatever I do because you can't tell if it's actually me or the character, even though in this case they're probably the same exact thing. You know, like even him threatening to kick the lead or the creator of PUBG like through a plate glass window. Like, oh yeah, no, it's just a character. It's just a character. It wasn't, you know, where is that line? Where do you draw that line?
Well, it's a cop out. You know, I mean, and that's the thing that's bullshit about it is like, oh well, this guy, this is interrupting my thing, persona. Well, dude, you're Dr. Disrespect. You can't handle the fucking memes. I don't know. I just, like I said, I don't have too much of a dog in this hunt because I'm not the market. I'm not somebody who watches his stream. I'm not saying that he doesn't have value on Twitch or anything. It's just, I don't know.
Not your thing.
I think this guy, you know, he's whatever. I mean, I guess I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I feel like I'm kind of like you. Like I've kind of gone back and forth of how I felt about it, but I think the bottom line is this: he is about making money on Twitch, which I get. He draws in a lot of viewers and whatever. So in that regard, I don't feel sorry for him. You know, I mean, I feel like you made your fucking bed, dude. You got to lie in it. So, I mean, I get why you're upset about this or that, but again, you also made your fucking bed, and I don't really. I work, you know, at the peak time of year, 85, 90 hours plus a week, and still find time to take care of my wife and son and do everything else. I don't feel sorry for you, man. You know,
it's kind of shitty too because like I'm sure because I'm sure you guys know that Dr. Disrespect is not a new character. Like he's had that persona for a long time now, and it must be a lot of fun to play that character. But in this day and age, when fucking everything just offends everybody. And for how many viewers he gets and how, you know, because he's a top Twitch streamer, he's got a lot of influence over a lot of people. Like he has to understand that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to take a lot of the things he says to heart. Yeah. He has to watch what he says, but he also is trying not to watch what he says because that's part of that character.
Yep.
So it's like, it's a shitty position for him to be in because he's like, I have to be this person who is disrespectful, who says all these things without really thinking about it, but I kind of have to watch what I say because if I say it the wrong way, it could rustle a lot of feathers. And
but also, if I do offend you, it's just a character and it's not actually what I think.
Just a prank, bro.
It's a prank.
That's the thing for me, really, at the end of the day is I don't give a shit if he wants to shit on everybody on the planet. There's a ton of streamers out there that do that non-fucking stop. And some of them are probably within the top 20 streamers on the platform. And all they do is surf fucking web pages and watch stupid videos all fucking day in the IRL section. Fine. If that's your thing, do it. But don't fucking be surprised.
And don't bitch and complain about it.
You're the fucking meme.
Yeah.
Go do your
You're gonna
thing.
confront Shroud about a Shroud emote while you're playing with him live on stream. That's cringy as fuck, dude. What does this mean? What does this mean?
Shroud's
Send
like,
a fucking DM, bro. Like Shroud was obviously like, it means you're a douchebag.
Yeah.
You're not just gonna say that.
Right. I'm playing with you for views, bro.
I do still think he's funny, and I'll watch him if he plays something other than PUBG, but he's played some Escape from Tarkov, and I think he played some Fortnite.
Spent some of his capital. His I think a lot of his goodwill capital has been used up.
I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon, but I don't think he's not gonna be going too much farther.
Motherfucker's still
No.
top 5 on the platform.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
oh, yeah.
I'm not. I'm just saying. I don't think he's not gonna be. He's not gonna be in. Like there were talk that this was gonna be the guy. Like he was gonna be the number one.
Yeah. No.
I mean, he
Yeah.
was. He won streamer of the year.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
didn't
and
think
then he was gone for a month, which that can kill you when you're up that high.
I
Mhm.
just don't. I still, to this very day, why would you fucking? I don't care if he thought it was a PR stunt.
I was gonna say
It's
what
so
because now
stupid. What benefit
now-
do you have?
now that his wife is so involved in the stream, what do you think the chances are that she said to him after he admitted it to her, okay, now you need to go admit it to your chat.
Right.
And then and then that's her thing. Like you admit it to your chat and you can come back, but I want to be involved.
Yeah, but fuck that. Why? That would make her a fucking retard. If this is real life, then that would make her a fucking moron.
Yeah.
You
wanna
telling,
watch everything
you
you're
telling
doing.
a
Possible.
stream chat out of character that you cheated on your wife. That's the you can come back and sleep in the bed again, honey thing.
Yeah.
Like, fuck
Well,
that. That would make her a dumbass.
It
If
would-
it's all fake,
would
then
be.
it's all fake.
I just hope at this point it is, because if it's not, then holy
I don't
shit.
because I feel like he fucked himself over in a lot of ways, perception wise. Like
yeah.
there is such thing as bad fucking press. That whole bad press is good press shit. Fuck that. There's such a thing nowadays as bad press.
Yeah, let's ask Logan Paul what he thinks about bad press.
Mhm.
Yeah. Or any of them. Any of them.
Yeah.
How do you think fucking Justin Bieber feels about bad press?
Right. Oh,
He's
God.
still a billionaire. Logan Paul's still a bajillionaire. It doesn't matter. You can still make money, but real deal fucking corporations are not going to back you.
No.
That's the big thing. You're not going to get sponsorships. You're not going to get long-term money. As soon as that fucking character dies, you die.
Yep.
I don't have anything against him, but I actually just unfollowed him the other day because I tried tuning into his streams a couple times. We watched his comeback stream and it was funny. You know, it was like nostalgic as in nostalgia from a year ago. It was just great to see him back doing his thing. But every time I tune in, it's just almost like I've just grown out of his humor, and I've just been desiring something else on Twitch, and so I'm just moving on to the next thing. So
I think it comes down to like, and this is just me personally, and maybe you guys feel the same way, but initially when I see someone who's playing a character on Twitch, I'm immediately drawn to it. I enjoy it. I like it. But the shtick eventually grows old. You know what I mean? And even though I know he's taken a hit from it, the one guy who played a character that he's kind of grown out of it and doesn't do it so much anymore is Future Man.
mhm.
Is like he decided that he was just not going to go all in anymore with that character. And I know his viewership took a hit and everything else with it, but I respect the guy that he just wanted to be him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I think he's enjoying streaming because he's just, for the most part, just being himself, you know, which I think is cool. And I don't see those other people playing characters can do that. And I don't know. That's just my 2 cents.
Because after a while, it's either you get tired of playing the character or you don't because you're not playing a character, and that's just you. All right, let's move on to the Q&A. Taking questions from the chat that have been collected during the entirety of the show. So first and foremost, we have a question from Scopes. Would you rather go fishing or go for a hike?
Fishing.
Fishing.
For one reason, and that is it is a lot harder to drink beer and carry said beer on a hike. Whereas you just got to carry a cooler, set it down by the water, you're good when you fish.
Yep.
I've seen way too many. I have the mountains right by me, which a lot of people like to go hiking in, but I don't want to get fucking killed by a bear. So I've been on a couple hikes in our mountains.
I don't want to get surprised butt sex by a moose.
I'd rather go fishing.
Yeah, I'll take fishing hands down. I've actually gone on a couple deep sea fishing trips off the coast of Florida, And those have actually always been super fun. Weenie asked, why did you get a bowling score of 79? Answer and discuss. Thank you. Next question. No, my last bowling game was pretty bad. But Weenie didn't, she didn't bring up the first 2 games where she got her ass spanked. I don't even know if I won the first 2 either. Filer kicked our ass and all. Filer's had been bowling in leagues before, and he was getting like anywhere in between 150 and 190 every game. So he was spanking us hard. I also did not do too well because my finger hurt. Okay. Next question. Scopes asks, what is the most disgusting alcoholic beverage you've ever had?
Dickel whiskey. That's literally the name of the fucking whiskey. Dickel. Dickel.
And you said you've never had a guy suck your penis before. You're talking about Dickel whiskey?
I'll put it to you this way. Me and my friends used to use that, and we called it the reset button. When you would start getting too drunk and the world would start spinning, you just knew you had to throw up. You take a shot of this shit, and it wouldn't matter if you hadn't had a drink yet that day. You were throwing up.
Gross.
The old Dickles.
That shit's disgusting, and Sambuca's disgusting.
Sambuca is fucking gross. I'm gonna go with the most disgusting. What's supposed to be good, or the most disgusting thing I've drank? What's the question?
I think it was the most disgusting alcoholic beverage that you had drank.
Yep.
So when I was in the Army, we went. It's a bunch of buddies of mine when I was at Fort Hood. We took a beach trip and we went down to Corpus Christi, Texas, Padre Island, and we went down there.
Spring break, man.
It wasn't even spring break. It was just we went down there and we were drinking all day, whatever, and then we were gonna be taking a trip back to the hotel in the evening. And we got back to the trucks and the cars. My buddy had like a Bronco, and he had one of the beers that we had loaded up in the coolers had fallen out in the back of the Bronco. Had just been sitting in the back of his Bronco like all day, just baking in the sun.
Yummy.
And so he goes, "Hey man, I'll give you $5 if you shotgun that beer right now." And I was like, "You're on."
Wait, how? $5?
Yeah, $5.
Wow, you didn't raise the price on that?
I probably should have, but I was balls deep in plenty of beer, so I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." So I fucking shotgunned this beer. I made it about 3/4 of the way threw the beer down, and just chucked all over the goddamn sand, just everywhere. Warm beer, shotgunned. Oh God,
Yummy.
Disgusting.
yeah, exactly. Texas Country Bell, the military in a nutshell. You just drink beer to drink beer. Yeah.
Okay, I'm on the same thing where like the grossest thing I've drank, I know a lot of people like them, and I'm sure we're gonna get some people that are like, "Oh my god, I love those. What are you talking about?" But a while ago, I had a paralyzer, and I almost threw up.
I don't know what that is.
Me either.
Is that a Canadian thing?
I know it's a song, Paralyzer.
Am I thinking of the right drink?
Angels and Airwaves? What song, Jimmy?
Hang on, I'll tell you.
Is
I
that
remember
a
the name of the
band?
Wait, Finger
Can I
11?
get
Yes,
the Bill
Finger 11.
Cosby?
Thank you.
It
Yeah.
says it's cola, coffee liqueur, vodka, and milk.
Sounds like a mudslide.
That sounds
Maybe.
gross.
Or
Yeah.
what is it again? So what are the ingredients?
It said, well, this I just Googled what it was because I had to make sure I was thinking of the right one. And it says pour in the cola, coffee liqueur, vodka, and milk. Stir briefly and top with a cherry.
I mean, that just sounds like a White Russian with Coke.
Maybe. I could be one of those things where it's just called something different down there. But
Yeah.
I remember I had somebody bought me one when it was my birthday, and I'd been drinking rum and cokes all night. And I had one of those, and I was done. I was
Milk was a bad decision.
Like, that doesn't
Yeah.
sound good at all to me.
Yeah.
I can't really.
Shit.
I had a drink that the first sip I loved, and then the fourth sip I hated. When we were in Long Beach for TwitchCon, we all went to that brunch place that Black Wrath took us to, and we got those Bloody Marys.
Oh,
There was a Bloody Mary that was, it tasted like a fucking chimney. It was so
Minstrel?
smoky. What?
Menstrual.
Yeah, was it minstrel?
Not menstrual.
As you
The
described
opposite.
the earlier drinks.
Bringing it around.
Menstrual, baby.
Cyclical. This podcast is cyclical.
Yes. And it tasted okay the first sip, and then like halfway through it, it just got super gross. It was, and I couldn't even finish it. It's not often that I don't finish an alcoholic drink. It has to taste really shitty in order for me to not finish it. Other than that, the only other time where I took a drink and I almost gagged, we were at a bar here in Detroit, and they had one of those LED shelves for all of the bottles of liquor. Well, it was lit with fucking incandescent bulbs, not LEDs. So all of the liquor was fucking warm.
Ugh.
And me and my buddy Randy got shots of Jim Beam Red Stag, and they were almost hot. They were warm / hot.
Yummy.
And I probably stood at the bar for a good 45 seconds to a minute just trying not to throw up. Just, this is so disgusting. Also, did not realize until, I don't know, maybe 3 months ago that it was Jim Beam and not Jim Bean. I've been saying Jim Bean as in flick the bean for 27 years. I had no idea. Just fucking up.
I got a buddy who's addicted to Jim Beam, so I know it very well.
It's disgusting. Even cold, it's disgusting. All right, last question. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Just Henry asked, so I know this is semi-late, but what is your opinion on bully hunters?
Don't care.
Yeah, it's pretty much extreme old news at this point. Stupid idea, even stupider execution. Stupider, as I say.
Let's be professional hypocrites.
Yes. And make money off of it as well by partnering with Steel Series to sell some headsets. Talk about the biggest joke of 2018.
Let's fight douchebags with douchebags.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, bully hunters. Get the fuck out.
Good intentions, because if anybody
whatever.
needs a little more support on the internet in the gaming world, it's females.
Listen, you know what? I totally agree with you, but here's the thing. If she had even half a fucking brain, she should have thought to herself, maybe this isn't the best idea. I don't know, man. I feel like that's on her. That's on her. Yeah.
I agree.
That's on
and
her.
it's only after the fact that you realize, holy shit.
Yeah.
This was a terrible idea.
Whatever.
Yeah.
but yeah, like I said originally, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oddly enough, speaking of bullies in general, they had some sort of rally in my town for bullying awareness or some shit.
Was it cyberbullying
in my podunk fucking nowhere town?
Were there lots of guns?
I have no fucking idea.
Was it people?
Did they have a picture of your face with like a red circle with the cross through?
No, I was a fucking nerd when I was in high school. I just kept to myself and told everybody to fuck off.
This man said if we didn't buy guns, he was going to come shoot us.
He's a bully.
I don't know what the fuck it was about. Obviously, I didn't go. But that's just weird. I live in a town of like 1,000 people. There's nobody here. So, I don't know.
Last question from Scopes. Middle, can you please do the pon-pon?
What?
It's the ninja dance when I don't know if it's when he wins a round or if he wins like 20 rounds in a row. He has a special dance that he does.
At this point it's like fucking timed.
Is it?
Or if somebody donates a shitload of money, he'll do it.
I don't even know that dance because I don't really watch Ninja.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll put the email in chat. This literally all the entire fucking the entire dance is just this.
Give please. Oh. It is give please with fucking a new skin on it.
If you look up fucking Pon Pon on
I'm sure if I
On
Googled
YouTube.
that and ninja, I'm sure I'd find it.
it's the
100%.
first video that comes up.
Yep.
No doubt.
All right, motherfuckers, that is it for our podcast tonight. We're going to go around the room one final time, get everybody's social media, what they got going on this upcoming week, and then we will call this shit show a shit show. Salty
It is.
Sam. Go ahead.
My name is Salty Sam. You can find me on Twitch at Salty Sam, Twitter at The Salty Sam, and Salty all day on Instagram.
My name is Jimmy, aka Middle Age Stream. You can find me on twitch.tv, Middle Age Stream. Also on Instagram with the same thing, but on Twitter at Middle Age Stream. Drop the D. Drop the D. Because fuck character limits.
/ console.
I am Mr. 42. I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitch at Mr. 42 and Mr. 42 TV on Twitter.
My name is Knackers. You guys can find me on this very channel, or you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Knackers with 3 A's. That is going to be it for us tonight. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and hanging out. We will see you guys in 2 weeks for episode 62 of the Crocs and Hot Pockets podcast. Everyone have a fantastic night. Thank you for all the love and support, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Goodbye. See you later.